friends, I do believe it is time for another dramatic reading of fanfiction. Today we will be reading a piece called Bieber's Locker Room by an anonymous author, and is not safe for work, as most of the piece orbits around the carnal ideas of anal sex. Let's just delve into this piece of literature here. I go to Charleston's private high. It's a very expensive school. My parents are millionaires. My mom's an heiress. And my dad owns half of Apple Inc. and Google. Many famous people go to my school, and one of them is Justin Bieber. Justin is a guy I hang out with sometimes. We go to movies, parties, and each other's houses together. Summer vacation is almost here. Everyone is enjoying the last few days of school. Today's Friday, and people are excited for the next week. The last week. While everyone else is rushing to the last period, I am stuck at my locker, fumbling with my gym clothes so I can get to gym class. I finally get there, everyone is already dressed and I am late again. I rush into the boys' locker room to get on my gym clothes. The locker room is musty as usual. I take off my shirt, sit on one of the benches, and stare at the tiles in the floor. Then, in the silence, one of the showers turns on. As I'm wondering why someone would randomly take a shower in the middle of gym class, I hear humming from the shower. He's humming, "Never Let You Go." Then I knew it was Justin. I walk up to the showers and stop at the closed curtain where Justin is. "Is that you, Justin?" "Yeah, it's me. Why are you in here so late, Kyle?" He says. "I had trouble with my locker," I say as I take off my jeans. "I see. You can always use mine, you know." I'm walking back over to the bench to get my gym clothes when the shower turns off. Justin gets out of the shower, exposed. I steal a glance at his hot, bare self. He gets a towel from beside the showers and dries himself. I'm in my boxers and continue to take off my dress socks from my school uniform. I'm facing away from Justin while he says, "It's good getting exercise every day, getting all energized." Yep. As I take off my first sock, he walks closer behind me in his towel. As I bend over to reach the other sock, getting all pumped and excited, warm. Yep, he is right up behind me. I stand straight from bending over, overheard, turn around only to find him right in front of me. We get real close, almost nose to nose. I feel a slight hard on my boxes, wet, hot, steaming. I struggle to stop it, but I have a full boner in my boxers. I'm so hot right now. Sweaty, horny, he says. He grabs my butt hard and squeezes it. I let out a slight moan. "Are you ready?" he says in a sexy voice. Uh-huh. I whisper as I lock the door behind us. Then I see a 9-inch boner in his towel. Growing. "Turn around," he says. I obey and turn around. He then grasps my hips and pulls me up against his dick. He thrusts me with the towel, and I feel his dick shoving my ass. I moan a little more, and he does too. He kisses my back and licks it, making my back and neck wet with his spit. It gets me even more horny. He turns me back around and throws off his towel, then I kiss his lips hard and get lower and lick his neck, his chest, and before I knew it, I was on my knees licking his dick. I sucked on it and put it deep in my mouth. He moaned again and took my head and rammed towards him. He let go and I gasped for air, and then he took his penis all wet and hard and slapped it across my face. He turned around and I was face with sexy butt. "Eat it," he grunts as I shove my face into his butt, and he licks his cheeks fiercely. He takes my head against it and pushes it deeper into his ass. I get so horny. "Fuck me," I groaned. "Lay on the bench," he said, and I obeyed again, and I laid across the bench and he slapped my butt hard. I yelped a little, and he ripped a big hole in the back of my boxers. He got onto me and stuffed his whole dick into my butt. I let out an ooh. He said, "I thought I heard you say you wanted me to fuck you." "Yeah," I say, almost unloading in my ripped boxes. He then proceeds to jamming himself in me, and he fucks me right on the bench. His lips kissing my neck, and his tongue licking me. He grunts and fucks me hard. After a while of fucking, he says, "Return me the favor?" So I grab his ass and spread his sexy cheeks and fuck his with all I have. He says he's gonna come, so we take the fucking to the shower. I stop and get on my knees, and I shove his dick into my mouth. "Oh!" he yells. As cum already completely fills my mouth, I swallow it and then come all over in maximum orgasm. I then get up and make out with him fiercely. He licks the sperm off my body and swaps it into my mouth. We take a shower together, and we get dressed, but then the bell rings. Then we leave out of the gym together, after we found out that the teacher marked us absent, so he didn't even know. Me and Justin rushed to the bus and took to the school bus back to Justin's house. To be continued. Well, this has been a very graphic, dramatic reading of a fan fiction. I hope you will join us again soon. Thanks for listening.